Hello everyone. My last video about golf games in DOS got a better reception than I expected. I know a lot of people don't like golf. I seem to be one of the few people in my age bracket who really enjoys golf, so I wasn't expecting to get such a positive reception, but I did, and a couple of people said that I should try to get David Leadbetter's greens working because, as you might remember if you saw the previous video, it did not work when I tried it out. It ran, but then when it actually got to the course, the graphics got all corrupted and didn't look right. Well, it turns out that's a known problem with that game in DOSBox, and it works perfectly fine in DOSBox DOM. So for this video, I'm using DOSBox DOM. For those of you who don't know what DOSBox DOM is, it's an SVN version of DOSBox, which has been modified to have additional features, among them save states, but also some other things. Some games run better in DOSBox DOM than in production DOSBox. The DOSBox team have announced that there is a new official version of DOSBox coming out supposedly soon. But, you know, how soon is anyone's guess. So in the meantime, yeah, let's go ahead and, like I said, I'm here in DOSBox DOM, so let's go ahead and try running David Leadbetter's greens. I've got it right here, so let's give this a shot. Yeah, I think I just run golf prog. Do you want to use a joystick? Somebody apparently took offense to my comment, which I made last time about me not using a joystick because I'm a civilized person. I did not mean offense with that. I just meant that, you know, joysticks are great for flight simulators, but it's not really the best way to control a golf game. Oh, right, this game is not, this game has not been cracked. So let me go ahead and look up the documentation quickly. We want page 53, paragraph 1, line 1, word 3. Looks to me like the word in question is straight. So I'll go ahead and type that in. And it looks like I was right. Why do I get no music, though? I think there should be music playing here. I am not... Hold on, let me see. Do I need to run install again? Let's run install and do reconfigure hardware options. Yeah, Sound Blaster is fine. Huh. Why did it not... Oh, there we go. There's the music. Nice music. Pretty cool. I think we saw this last time. There's supposed to be sound effects here, or is it just music? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Let's. Okay, the sound is obviously working, so let's do this again. So we want page 51. Page 51 looks like paragraph 1. Okay, it looks like the word here is spin. Oh, I see. Music doesn't play here. Okay, duh. That was the problem. I was expecting music in the wrong place. Okay, so let's see. Where were we? So last time I had selected this really nice looking place. If we look at the courses, this is, yeah, it's St. Augustine. So that's fine. I really love the look of this room here, as I said last time. And we can do stuff like, yeah, look at recorded plays, do putting practice, go to the driving range, look at trophies. I don't think we have any trophies. Adrian Parr. Okay, Adrian Parr has a trophy. That's nice, but all right. Anyway, so down here we can click on this to practice one hole. So let's go ahead and start off. So this is the layout of the entire course, and let's go ahead and practice hole 1. We start by clicking on this green button here. And in fact, pretty much everything in this game is done by clicking on the right pointing arrow button. So here you see an overview of the course. I guess this is your ideal first drive. And you can fiddle with stuff here, I guess, but I don't really know what that is, but like I said, everything's done with the right pointing arrow. So just hit that, takes you here, and then to drive, you use the right pointing arrow here. So click with the mouse, click again for power, and then click once more for the snap. And then after a while, you automatically get this swing cam, which follows the ball and shows you where it went. So the shot went 214 yards. That's not great in my opinion, but wow. Okay, this is quite bad. Gosh. In real golf, don't you have the option to take some steps back if you're in a situation like this? I mean, you can't go forward, you can't go closer to the hole, but I think if you're in a situation like this, I think you have the option to move backwards somewhat so you don't have to shoot into the tree like this. But okay, the ball went a whopping 28 yards because I shot it through the tree. Oh boy, this is terrible. All right. Well, now it looks like the ball went a... Oh, now the ball... Oh, whoa, okay. Well, that was not bad. The ball... Okay, well, actually, that was quite... It ended up being kind of bad. I overshot the hole by more than I thought I would, but... Oh, yeah, one nice thing that this game does, which most golf games of this stripe don't... See this little white marker here? That tells you where you should charge up your power meter to. Because, you know, in most other golf games like this, you kind of have to guess. You sort of have to figure out how far this club, like right now here you can see I'm shooting with the pitching wedge, or hitting with the pitching wedge, and you kind of have to take the maximum range of that club and then divide by the distance between you and the pin, and then calculate where on this curve you should let the power meter charge up to. But here it just shows you should let it go up to there because we're only 16 yards away, and I think the pitching wedge goes up to... How far does it go? If I click on here, does it show me... Yeah, pitching wedge expected 98 yards. So it shows you the expected distances for all these clubs all the way up to... 187 to 240 yards for the one wood, and all the way down to 77 or 76 yards for the sand wedge. So actually, you know what I could do is just use the sand wedge. That might be a better... Does it matter? Actually, I don't know that it really matters. But yeah, you see, because now I'm using the sand wedge, which is shorter range, the marker went up a little bit. Maybe I'll try this and see if it makes a difference. But yeah, so I should charge up my power just to here, and then obviously try to get the snap in the middle. That wasn't too bad. Wow! Wow, that was a lucky shot. Wow, I got par. I actually got par. After those first two terrible shots, I somehow managed to get par. Wow! That was a lucky shot. Insane. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm still on hole 1. How do I get to another hole? Do I have to exit out here? And okay. That's a bit... maybe there's a better way to do this. I don't know. Let's try hole 2. Let's see what hole 2 looks like. So... Another par 4. It seems similar to the last one, except now we have these water hazards here, which I guess we didn't have last time, but otherwise it seems kind of similar, right? All right, let's give this a try. So, all right, so we're hitting here with the driver. All right, so there's a... Okay, so in addition to the one wood... Oh, actually, I guess the one wood is the driver in this case. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes people drive with the wood, and sometimes there's a club called the driver, which is, like, well, I guess it has the shape of a wood, but they don't call it a wood, they call it the driver. Actually, I don't know. Is the driver actually just like the one wood? That might make sense because a lot of games have the driver 1, the driver 2, and then there's the 3 wood is the lowest wood that they have, which would imply that maybe the driver 1 and 2 are actually just the wood 1 and 2. Are the drivers really just woods? I guess that kind of makes sense, but okay, interesting. But they call them, at least in Links 3 to 6 Pro, they call them driver 1 and 2. Okay, anyway, all right. Yeah, see, from where the golfer was standing, it looked like a it looked like a good shot, well, until that happened. But yeah, so I mentioned there were those water hazards. So yeah, we hit it into the water and we got a. That's why it says here 2. We've only taken 1 stroke, but it gives you a 1-stroke penalty for landing in the water. So that's a pity. Let's see now. Can I? Oh, I see. I can actually. Okay, yeah. So you can use these buttons here to go forward and back. So you can. We're dropping the ball here. So, okay, let's go ahead and drop here. And let's see. Where is the pin? Just clicking on this too. I don't know. It doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, binoculars. Can I? Oh yeah, you can actually hit the binoculars and see the see where the pin is. That's kind of cool. All right. All right. How do I get out of here now? How do I? Green speed slow. Okay. How do I? Okay, just click on the right pointing arrow. Yeah, like I said, everything happens through the right pointing arrow. So let's go ahead and... Oh dear, that's going to go in the water again, isn't it? Yes, it did. Where am I? You know what? I really would like to not shoot across this water like this. Is there some way I can change my aim? Like if I click here, is that... Oh yeah, it does change my aim a little bit. Let's try it with this. This is actually a pretty precarious freeway because it's really lined by the water on both sides. This is actually like a really bad fairway to be on. That looks... Wow, okay, that... Well, I ended up in the sand, but that's better than ending up in the water again. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I'm already 1 stroke over par, but other than that, this doesn't look too bad. If I get this right, I should be able to... Okay, overshot the hole here. But all right, here we go. So now we have 1 final putt, and I guess I'm just supposed to charge up the power meter to where that black line is, and then the game takes care of the rest. Yeah, you don't even have to snap. Most golf games make you snap during a putt, but this game doesn't even make you do that. You just have to basically choose your power level, and that's it. But of course Oh, come on, really? Oh. Okay, 5 strokes over par. That was pretty disastrous. Okay, let's do one more. Sure, let's try hole number 3. This is a par 5. All right. So this will be a long one. I want to make a nice long drive with this one. It would have been well, I was going to say it would have been better if I hadn't gone through the trees, but actually I didn't end up hitting the trees anyway. So give your ball a nice big drive. All right. That swing cam is a little bit, I think it's supposed to look cool, but it just looks kind of annoying, to be honest. Let's see. It looks like I'm not quite aiming for the pin. Is there a reason for that? Wait, where's the wind? Do we even have wind in this game? It looks like there might not be wind. Oh, I think this is just indicating where the ball is. So this shows that we're on the freeway. So I think that's all that is. So, all right, let's hit from here. That snap meter comes down really fast. You really have to be ready for it. Okay, that's not too bad. This is a par 5, so I have actually reached this green in regulation. Now I have 2 putts to make par. So that's actually not too bad. This is quite tolerable. Oh, they underestimated the force needed to get to the, because I think I went slightly beyond the black line, but they actually oh, come on, really? And the green was probably uphill. That's probably the reason for that, but you can't really tell. There's no grid here or anything to really show you the the slope of the green. That's unfortunate. I could have done better there if I just putt a little harder. All right, let's do one more, and then because the next one's a par 3, so this one should go fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and see what a par 3 here looks like. Okay, yeah, that's pretty short. There's a short drive to the green, and then we are all set. So let's see. So it's that, and well, I think I sliced that a bit, but actually it didn't. Doesn't look like it's slicing very much. Wow, okay. Now that was a nice drive. Now that is the kind of drive that, wow, I hit it within 4 feet of the hole. Now that is the kind of drive that golfers want to make on a regular basis. Nice. Got a birdie. Wow, that was good. Okay, that was just lucky. So sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes I make a nice drive, and then before I made that nice chip shot directly into the hole. Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes it's just, wow, it's really, I mean, there's some amount of skill, obviously, but a lot of it is just luck. So anyway, that's David Leadbetter's greens. It's not the best golf game. I mean, I would definitely take links over this, but then I would take links over pretty much any golf game for DOS. But you know, I don't think it's the even excluding links, I don't think this is the best of the games that we saw in the previous video. But still, it's not bad. You know, it's certainly not a bad game. It has a certain personality of its own. But anyway, I didn't want to just do one video. I know last time I basically showed all the major golf games that had been released for DOS. And I was going to make this follow-up video, and I thought, you know, I don't want to just make a video about David Leadbetter's greens. I want to maybe look up some other games for DOS that also deserve some attention. So I did, and rounded up a few miscellaneous games, and let's see what we came up with. So the first game that I wanted to show is called California Golf or something like that. Let's see, what does the README file say? Okay. Unfortunately, we can't see the whole thing, but let's just find the okay. I guess I just run golf or EGA golf will obviously run the EGA mode, but I think if I just type golf, yeah, it'll ask if you want CJ, EGA, or Tandy. So let's go ahead and say EGA, California Pro. All right, enter number of players, 1 to 4. I'll just be one player. Player 1, please enter your name. Let's go ahead and be, oh, I don't have room for Poo Slice. I like sometimes using the name Poo Slice because that's, well, those of you who have played Syndicate Wars will know why, probably. Level beginner. What levels do we have? We have, okay, so I guess the easiest level is beginner, and then harder than that is caddy. So if you're a beginner, you actually have less golf skill than the caddy. Then there's amateur, and then there's pro circuit. Okay, that's the hardest. So let's start off at beginner. Or your choice is okay. Yeah, sure. All right, player pool slick. Unselect your clubs. Yeah, so all the clubs are highlighted here, and you have to unselect 4 of them. So let's see. Can I deselect the putter? Oh, no, you can't. You can only deselect woods and irons. Okay, so you have to have the pitching wedge, the sandwich, and the putter, but you can deselect any iron or wood. So let's see. When am I ever going to use a 2 iron? It's even unlikely that I'll use a 1 iron because if you don't play golf, if you're not a golf enthusiast and you don't know what the difference is, basically woods are flatter clubs. They're big flat clubs made for hitting the ball hard for distance. So because the face of the club is flat, it shoots the ball fairly straight, and so the ball flies longer, like it flies a farther distance. An iron is more angled. It's called an iron because it's made of metal. Well, woods typically are metal nowadays as well. They used to be made of wood, but typically now they're made of some kind of mixture of wood and metal or something like that, or a lot of them are just all metal. But the thing about the irons is they're more angled, so it's not just like a flat surface that hits the ball. It's an angled surface, and so it shoots the ball up. The advantage of that is if you have an obstacle in your way, like a tree or something like that, if you want to get some height on the ball, so you're not just shooting the ball forwards, you're kind of shooting it up and forward. So irons are angled and woods are flatter. And the lower the number, the more flat the club is. So a 9 iron will give you a lot of trajectory. It will shoot the ball pretty high. A 1 iron, it will give you a flatter trajectory, and then same with the, the 1 wood is like the flattest club. I think the 1 wood is probably the driver. So this is what you usually hit from with the tee because it's the flattest, and so it gives you the most distance. And then a 5 wood, it's still a wood, but it gives a little more angle. Anyway, that's a quick introduction to the difference between irons and woods for those who've never played golf and who didn't know. But the thing is, when am I going to use a 1 iron or a 2 iron? Because if I want distance, I'll use a 1 wood and a 2 wood. And the same thing on this side, like I can probably at least get rid of the 4 wood and then maybe the, do I have something to get rid of a club? Yeah, okay, it says I have to unselect 4. I think I've unselected 3, so let's just get rid of the, I don't know. I'm tempted just to get rid of the 2 wood because let's just get rid of the 8 iron and be done with it. There we go. Insert your course disc and press key. I'm playing from a hard disk, so I don't think I need to swap any floppy disks. So there's course A and course B. Most golf games will tell you the names of the courses, like Augusta National or Pebble Beach or Banff Springs or something like that. But here you just have course A and course B. That's classy. Okay, so this is the first hole of course A. And yeah, you aim with the left and right arrow keys. You can see that black dot moving around. That's basically, that's how you aim. And this game also lets you turn around 360 degrees, but it's not as impressive as it was in Mean 18 because it's just kind of, I guess it looks kind of cool. The graphics here are not bad for the era, I guess, but somehow this game is just seems a bit underwhelming. If I press F7, there you go, there's a map, so you can see I think I'm at the bottom, which means that the course curves to the right, so yeah, okay, fine. So let's shoot that way, I guess, and I'm hitting with the 1 wood, so yeah, I guess that's the driver 1. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So one interesting thing about this game is that if you press the space bar and then don't choose a power level right away, the guy just does this. He just keeps moving his club back and forth, and you can press the space bar at any time to choose your power level. So just press the space bar and the bars at the top for max power. And you don't even need to snap. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but maybe it's just because I'm playing as a beginner. Probably it wouldn't be as forgiving if I was playing on a more advanced difficulty setting. But here, yeah, you don't even need to it doesn't seem like you have to choose a snap. It just you just choose a power and boom, he just shoots it. Okay, and when you're on the green, you get this interface. So unfortunately, you can't see, you might think that the game just doesn't simulate curvature of the green, but it seems like it does. It just doesn't show you the curvature of the green. So I really have no idea how you're supposed to know which way the green is curved. Intuitively, you might think, you can use the left and right arrow keys and the up and down arrow keys. You can use the arrow keys just to move that crosshairs around, and you might think you can just move it onto the hole like that and be done with it, but I usually aim a little bit beyond the hole like this, just in case the green is curving towards me. Okay, well that was not so successful, but oh, come on. Okay, so obviously the green is curved slightly to the oh, there's a slope. I just realized there's a slope arrow up there which shows which way the green is sloped. So I guess that's supposed to... Yeah, but it doesn't really give you the whole story, does it? All right, there you go. That was hole 1. All right, let's move on. Whoops. I hit a tree. Oh, come on. All right. Well, this is a par 5, so theoretically we could still have a not too disastrous result with this. I did reach the green in regulation, surprisingly enough, so I have 2 shots to make this, and you can see that the green is sloping against me again, so let's overshoot the hole a little, or aim a little bit beyond the hole, because I will... Oh, okay, I aimed too far. All right, let's see then. There we go. All right, that was nice. I actually made par. I was not expecting to make par. All right, F7 for map. All right, so we have a dot, so it curves to the left, but I want to get around these trees first, which means I guess I'll have to aim this way. All right, that wasn't too bad. So far, so good. All right, we got to the green in regulation. That's not bad. There's nothing under the slope indicator, so does that mean this green is flat? Oh, wow, I got a birdie. I was not expecting that to happen. Well, I'm actually... When I was practicing before this game, I actually got pretty terrible results, but... Again, bearing in mind that I'm playing on the beginner difficulty level, that's probably part of why it's... Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. All right. All right, one last hole, and then I think we can move on. So this... hold on, what? What? Do I have to hit, like, over these trees or something? Or do I have to hit through the trees? Or do I just have to hit that straight that I... Yeah, that was not a good idea. What kind of course is this, man? What kind of golf course gives you this many trees in your face? I actually need to change clubs. So, yeah, so if you use up and down arrows, it changes your clubs, the club that you're selected. So here's exactly where you'd want to use an iron. So let's use maybe like the 5 iron. Is that gonna... let's see. Yeah, see, the ball went higher because of that, but I still hit the trees. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Maybe use like a 7 iron here. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, that's just ridiculous. All right. Try again with a 7 iron, and oh, come on, seriously? Oh, I see. It actually automatically chose the pitching wedge for me. That's nice. Whoops. And I still overshot. Okay. Well. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. That was California Pro Golf. I guess it's okay for what it is. It leaves something to be desired, but what year did this game come out in? Oh yeah, by the way, you press Q to quit. I just pressed Q for quit, and it just dumps you out to the... It doesn't even reset your resolution. It leaves you with like this 320 by 200 mode text resolution. Let's see. Is there some way that I can... Does DOSBox have a more command? Yes, it does. So, how do I... come on, man. How do I get out of this now? Did I really, like... Did I seriously... I can't believe this. I basically broke DOSBox by typing more at the command line. That is definitely something that shouldn't happen. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and... Oh, wait. It's DOSBox down. I have the option to restart from... Oh, that's right. In contrast to regular DOSBox, DOSBox down has a menu. And if you go to the main menu, there's an option there that says restart. So you can actually restart DOSBox without having to... close it. But it's still... Actually, it didn't reboot DOSBox. It literally did restart the program. So my video recorder actually lost the window. But okay, fine. All right, so we're back here. Let's see. So actually, I'm just curious about this README file because I'd like to know. I don't even know what company made this. So let's see. Really? So typing more basically it crashes DOSBox, but if you do a pipe more, it doesn't actually. Oh man. Do I have a file viewer here? Hold on. I think this is the same copy of DOSBox Down that I played Dark Wolf on. So do I still have list there? Yes, I do. Okay, I still have list from there. So let's go ahead and use list to look at README. All right. Future presents California Pro Golf graphics sound foosball PC speaker. Protection none. Rating for golf game 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. This is Kingpin. Oh, this is. Oh. I thought this might be official documentation for the game, but apparently this is actually. This was actually written by somebody who cracked this game. Okay, well, I was not expecting that, but all right, that's fine. Is there any actual official documentation that came with this game? Apparently not. Okay. Well, that was that. That was California Pro Golf. Okay, let's move on. What was the next game that I wanted to play? Oh, yes. Sensible Golf. Now, many of you will know the Sensible games from Sensible Software, I believe was the name of the company. Probably best known, the company probably best known for Cannon Fodder, as well as, what was the soccer game? I think it was called Sensible World of Soccer. They were better known on the Amiga, so Amiga gamers of the day will definitely know those games. But the games did get ported to DOS, and here you can see Sensible Golf actually has DOS and Windows version. So there's golf-dos.exe, there's golf-win.exe. But we are playing in DOS today, so I will go ahead and run golf-dos. Boy, that music is loud. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think, yeah, it reset my audio. So I actually turned down the music or the audio level in DOSBox, but it reset because I had to restart. So let's make it 50%. That should be okay. Let's try that again. Still pretty loud in my opinion, but let's live with that. All right, so Sensible Software presents Sensible Golf. Copyright 1994. All right. Published by Virgin Interactive Entertainment. I suppose you could make a joke about this game indeed being for virgins if you're somebody who would rather stay inside and play a DOS golf game instead of... Well, anyway, okay, let's go ahead and play the game. So I'll say... no, I didn't want to go to the demo mode. Let's take a look at the options real quick. So menu music on, in-game speech on, auto-concede. I don't know what that is, but okay. Difficulty easy, okay, that's fine. All right, let's practice a hole. So I'm human 1 playing with the keyboard. Okay, that's fine. So we can choose between all these courses, man. We've got so many courses here. I don't know if these are actually modeled after the real thing. Like, is this actually supposed to be Augusta? Let's play hole 1 of Augusta and see what it looks like. I have to be honest, I don't know the layout for Augusta, so I don't really know what the... I don't know if they actually modeled the holes after the real courses or not. No idea. Also, it would be really nice to have a map. I assume that there's some way to get a map in this game, but I don't know what it is. I have tried basically every key on the keyboard, and the only things that really seem to do anything are, if you hold down V, it shows you the versions. This is Sensible Golf version 1.014, and then you press P, it pauses the game, although I don't really know why you'd need to pause, because there's nothing happening here. If you don't actually do anything, then the game doesn't do anything either, so you don't really need to pause it. But anyway, So I know because I've seen in videos, I know there's some way to get a map that like an overhead map that shows up, which would be very useful since you can't see where the pin is otherwise. But yeah, I mean, you can aim with the left and right arrow keys. Like you can change which way this guy is aiming, but you can't actually see where you should aim if you don't have the overhead view map, which is kind of annoying. But anyway. So yeah, this is a very stripped down, like a simple stripped down golf game. You don't have all the fancy bells and whistles that other golf games have. You just basically have, like I said, left and right arrow keys to change the aiming marker, and then, as in other games, up and down to change your club. So I have the one wood here, and I can I can use the arrow up and down arrow keys to go through the clubs and see. It shows you the maximum hitting distance for each club. So obviously you want to drive with the one wood. So let's just go ahead and tee off. I don't know why the guy looks like he's having a seizure with his arms there before you swing, but basically the swing meter is fairly generic. You just use the space bar to choose your power level and then try to get it in the middle of the red there. All right, I hooked that shot rather badly. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm hitting. I mean, the game automatically tries to aim towards the pin from where you are, which is nice, but I'd like to be able to actually see where I'm supposed to be hitting to. All right. Birdie attempt. All right. The tension is real. All right. Is there even wind simulated in this game? I mean, the flag is obviously blowing, but I don't think there's actual wind simulated in this game for some reason. Let's see. So I have the sand wedge here, so I should probably... oh, wow, that was way too much. Okay, but it's gonna, yeah. At least this game has arrows showing you which way the green is angled. At least that much. That's at least something that the other games didn't have in this video. So yeah, it wasn't a terrible putt, but yeah, I don't think I was really going to be able to expect to get it from there. All right, let's see. So something like, is that enough? Bogey, all right. A bogey is not too bad considering the circumstances, in my opinion. All right, let's try hole 2. And the swing. Not too bad, I guess. So yeah, you can see this is it's a very light golf game. I've seen this described as a golf game for people who don't like golf. So it's fun. I mean, this is it's a... Whoa. What? Why did the game have me aim into the trees? Unless the pin is somewhere in that direction, but... gosh. Man. Oh, it is in that direction. Okay, I see. Okay, so it really just aims you directly at the pin, and it's your responsibility to know if you need to go around something. Well, that would work out a lot better if I could see the map. All right, let's see. So that was actually not a bad shot in my opinion. All right, let's see. Can we make this? Can we? Oh. What? All right, I think... At last, indeed. That was not well done. I don't know if I'm just that bad or if I'm just somehow not... I don't know. Somehow I just am not quite... I just don't quite... This game and I just don't quite get along for some reason. Let's see. So if I aim left, it should be okay. And then like that, and then oh, come on. Par. All right, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Yeah. One thing that people always comment on about this game when people are commenting on this game is it lets you have a ridiculous number of players. I think you can have up to 72 human players playing this at the same time. So it's basically a party game. This is a game for when you have some friends over at your house and you want to play a game together. That's really all it is. It's not a realistic water hazard. Oh dear. It's not a realistic golf game by any means, but yeah, so when you get into Water Hazard, you have the options, as is usual in golf. You can choose whether you want to reshoot the ball from the tee or drop the ball at the point where it went into the hazard. Usually dropping the ball makes more sense because otherwise you'd have to make up all the distance that you lost. At least here I can shoot from here and be closer to the hole. The only real reason, I guess, why you'd want to re-hit is if the hazard is in such a bad location that you don't want to shoot from there. But generally, in my opinion, you usually want to drop at the hazard and shoot from there. All right, so let's finish off this hole, and then I think we can. Oh, wow, that was terrible. I actually missed the ball entirely. If you're outside of that yellow and red zone at the bottom, it will actually not even. You will actually not even hit the ball, which is what happened there. Oh dear. I thought I was putting, but I think I was actually. Gosh. Come on. Let's do this and then.
Triple bogey.
Triple bogey. Oh boy. Yeah. Sorry, I just don't really get along with that game. I know some people like that. People who don't like golf like that game, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't like it, because I actually do like golf. I mean, it's a fun game. It's not a bad game, but it's very simplistic, and the physics model is obviously not meant to be realistic, and it's just it is what it is. It's an arcade game approach to a computer golf game. All right, so I had just a couple of other games that I wanted to play. Yeah, I was really trying to find games to fill out this video since, like I said, I didn't want to just make a video about David Leadbetter's greens. And so I went looking for games that I knew existed for DOS, but that I'd never played before. So this is one of them. This is Wilson ProStaff Golf. Now, I have never played this game before. I practiced with it just a little bit before recording this video, but I'd seen the name in some computer magazines that I read back in the 90s, but this was kind of like a lesser known golf game. I mean, it's not that obscure, but it's from Konami, so Konami is a fairly well-known company, right? So that at least gives it some kind of name recognition. But it's nice. Oh, that's a nice meaty drive sound. Yeah, I mean, it definitely lacks the recognition of some of the other games that I have featured in this series. But anyway, let's see. Do I need to? Let's just start. I don't want to fiddle around with the options too much. Let's just start the game and see what it's like. I'm probably just going to play a couple of holes and then move on. All right, here we go. So this actually doesn't look too bad. So as usual, you use the left and right arrow keys to change the aiming marker like that. If you look at the map in the upper left, you can see how it changes. There's a little line of dots that shows where you're going to be, where your shot's going to go. That's kind of cool. I'll try as usual to cheat the hole a little bit and shoot like this. I mean, really intuitively, if you look at the picture on the right, you'd want to aim for there. But if you look at the map in the upper left, that means then you have a longer shot to the hole from there, from the middle of the fairway. So I'm going to try to cheat a little bit and kind of cut the corner here, which will probably, an experienced golfer can do that, but I'm probably going to regret that since I'm not familiar with this game. But anyway, let's see. How does... Oh, that's right. Okay, so you press space bar and then this pops up. And again, it just goes back and forth like this. So you can just press the space bar whenever you get the desired amount of power. So let's get it into the Yeah, right at the top there, nice. And then instead of the usual snap meter, this game does this. There's basically that dot that just keeps circling around, and you're supposed to press spacebar when it's right in the middle of the ball, which is relatively easy to do because it keeps going, from left to right like that. So you just, once you get the timing, you just kind of, there we go. That wasn't too bad. I sliced it a little bit, but there we go. It's on the fairway, so I mean that's not too bad. So I hit it 215 yards, and I have only 201 yards to the pin. So the attempt to cut the corner actually paid off. All right, let's see. So I'm shooting with the 2-iron here. Do I want to do that? Can I? Hold on. What do I have here for distance? Wait, what? Why do I have less distance with the woods than with the irons? Usually it's the other way around. Usually the woods are for distance. Maybe it's because I'm on the fairway? That's odd. Never seen that before. Okay, well, the 2-iron is not an ideal choice here because it's only going to hit the ball 144 yards, and I have to go 201 yards to get to the pin. So this is not. Oh, maybe because I'm on the rough. Maybe this game makes you get less distance if you shoot from with a wood from the rough. I've never seen that, but all right. Well, it is what it is. Let's just power up that shot and wham. I think I'm gonna miss. Yeah, I'm just a bit short of the green, but it's not too bad. I think. Yeah, I'm still 40 yards from the pin. That's not great. Let me just see if I. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I would get more distance with the woods. So this game actually simulates you. It actually gives you less distance with the woods if you're in the rough, I guess. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, all right, let's hit with the pitching wedge here. So I guess I'll want to do like maybe about half power, and then, as usual, try to get it in the middle. Yeah. Still 34 feet from the pin. That's not great, and this is a par 4, so I need to make this putt to make par. That's probably not going to happen. All right, let's go ahead and do it. I mean, what else can we do? We have to do this. So yeah, it just goes back and forth like that. So just try to hit the space bar when it's in the middle, and bam. All right. If I'm lucky, yeah. I wasn't that lucky. I'm still okay. I'm 17 inches from the. Okay, this had better work. This had better go in now. What? Okay, I hit it too hard. I need to be able to. Is there some way to moderate your power without getting all crazy with the putter like that? Because I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to use a power gauge of that size for a putt like this. All right, that was a double bogey. That was not a good hole, but I'm still getting used to this game. I mean, all the games in this video are games that I've never played before, except for David Leadbetter's greens. And even that I didn't play very much. I think I played that like once when I was younger. All the rest of these games I have never played until just recently because I was planning them for this video. So I am completely inexperienced in all these games. So that's one of the reasons why I'm really sucking at a lot of these. But let's see. All right, that was a solid drive, I think. And did it land in the sand? Oh, no, just missed the sand. All right, that's fine. Even though it says sand there, as if I'm in the sand. I'm assuming that means... Wait, how did that happen? You very clearly saw in that video, like in that camera angle of the ball coming towards the camera, that I did not land in the sand. And now suddenly somehow, okay, that's just cheating, man. That's just let's see, what does it do with the wow, I get abysmal distance with wow, it really, wow, that's interesting. This is something that most golf games don't do. So links, for example, cuts down your distance by, I think, like 20% in the sand. So if I was playing links here, I could take the driver, which normally hits the ball at like what, like 200 yards, and I would lose 20% of that. So I would shoot the ball maybe, okay, I would shoot it like 160 yards instead of 200 yards. But I could still cream that ball pretty far with the driver from the sand here. But this game really just destroys your distance if you're in the sand. I mean, even with... yeah, I mean, the farthest I could... With the driver, I could hit it 44 yards. Okay, so the way to go is with the sand wedge because that will hit at least 48 yards. That's still pretty bad. Wow. Well, I guess this turns the sand hazards into actual hazards because in other games they tend to be just like inconveniences because, okay, you get 20% less distance, that's fine. Just get a really far shooting club to compensate for that. But this really turns the sand hazards into an actual thing that you need to avoid. And now I'm in the rough. Okay, this game definitely disincentivizes you from getting the ball into the rough or into the sand in a way that most other golf games don't do. That's an interesting innovation. That's pretty bad for someone like me who usually hits the ball into the rough from the tee. Did that make the green? I think I'm just short of the green. It looks like I'm still on the fairway. Yeah, I'm on the fairway, but that's not too bad. I have 21 yards to the. Hold on, do I have a? Let's hit with a sand wedge because I don't want to get too crazy with the power here. All right. All right, that's doable. It's not great, but that's serviceable. Let's see. Again, I think if I do something like, oh, darn it. All right, come on. Ah. Okay. Putting in this game leaves something to be desired. Actually, everything in this game leaves a lot to be desired. All right. What was that? 7 strokes on I think on a par 4, so that's a triple bogey. Not very good. Not that great. All right, let's get out of here and let's see. How do I quit the game? Oh, escape. And then, are you sure? Yes. All right, exit. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. All right. That's fine. So that was Wilson ProStaff Golf. It's a nice looking game in my opinion. I like the looks of it, but gameplay definitely leaves something to be desired. Anyway, the last game on my list is probably the most advanced one. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the best, although actually maybe it is the best. Scottish Open. So I guess I just run. Yeah, let's just run golf. That should do it. There we go. The logo goes by so fast you don't actually see it, but this game is actually made by a company that's just called, I think it's called Golf Software or something like that. So it's like they were making a golf game and somebody asked, what do we call our software company? Just call it Golf Software, that's fine. I believe this was published by Core Design, but it was developed by Golf Software, so that's kind of funny. Anyway, we have English, Français, and Deutsch. unusual that a golf game will be available in these 3 languages, but obviously let's go with English for this one. And okay, what do we have here? So, oh, nice little bit of music there. That's nice. My apologies if the video looks a bit distorted. It just nice little kind of flyby view of the hole here. That's nice. The game will look a bit distorted in the video because it runs at a weird squarish kind of resolution. I actually don't know what... Is this 320 by 200? It looks like it might be 320 by 200. And I think I'm filming this video at 640 by 400, which is, I think, gonna make it look kind of distorted. Yeah, it looks, I can see in the video it looks a bit stretched horizontally. The actual game window is much more square than it appears in the video. Alright, anyway, so let's look at the options. Sound effects on, okay. Speech on, flyby on, yeah. Mulligan, sure, it's turn on mulligan. Flip maps, what is a flip map? I don't know, I'll leave that off. Wind and height can be normal, that's fine. Let's just say, yeah, practice something. So we have 4 courses. We have the Bowery, we have Kilmarnie, we have Penperrow, and we have Carnoustie. Let's just go ahead and, yeah, let's do the front 9, which means the first 9 of the Bowery. That's fine, let's give that a try. So we can choose a player here. Let's play as the guy, because I want to be the guy. Obviously, that's supposed to be, I guess that's supposed to be Guy, the French name Guy. And we can edit the player, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's just play the game. Okay, the Bowery. Situated in the heart of the New Forest area of Hampshire in the south of England, the Bowery offers unparalleled opportunities for a great game of golf. Established in 1866 by Arthur Pegg, the first chairman of the Shire's Golf Course Committee, the original Bowery course, then called the Shires, was laid out by Ernest Randall, one of the greatest golfers of his time. I thought this was supposed to be the Scottish Open. Why do we have an English course here? In Hampshire. In South England, it's not even in North England, close to Scotland. It's in South, well, obviously it simulates other things besides the Scottish Open, but... I'll make up for it by speaking with a Scottish accent for the rest of the video. How's that? Will that satisfy you? Will that make this event Scottish enough? I'll give it a try. I know my Scottish accent is a wee bit shit, but I'll give it a try, yeah? So, actually, let's not do that. I think it's going to get very annoying very quickly. So, this game, it is what it is. I mean, you can see, there's not much more to it than this. If you press spacebar, you get a nice help window. So, you know, there's some stuff to be seen here. You can use C and D to change your clubs. N and M to aim left and right. Use Q and W to change the to draw or to hook or slice the ball. But and tab to save the game. Now that's an interesting. I don't think I've ever seen the use of tab to save before. That's an innovative choice for a key there, but. Yeah, and G turns that grid on and off, which is probably not that useful here, but on the green, obviously, it's kind of useful. Okay, so let's see. I think I just pressed the left mouse button to swing. So, yeah, there we go. Woo.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. So I could take a mulligan, which is basically the same as a re-hit in this case, but I'll just drop from where it went out of bounds. That should be better than having to do a re-hit. So one thing that this game also does, which I like, it does the same thing as David Leadbetter's greens. Remember how David Leadbetter's greens had that white marker showing you basically where you want the power meter to charge up to? This game has that blue ball. So on the On the swing meter, that blue ball shows you where you want to be. Right now it's at the top because we're so far away that we want to go for full power. My coffee maker is full power. But as we get closer to the pin, you'll see that that blue ball starts to move down, indicating that you don't want to go for full power because full power will cause you to overshoot the pin. So let's get a little closer, and I'm doing water hazard. All right, well, that is not ideal, but we can drop. Actually, this is pretty terrible now. This really sucks. Okay, yeah, so you can see the blue ball is now. Wow, it's really sensitive to. Yeah, so now you can very clearly see that the blue ball is in the middle of the meter, indicating that I need to kind of aim for that. So there you go, that wasn't too bad. All right, and even putting, it doesn't do anything different for putting. Putting is exactly the same interface as, there we go, got it in the hole. Only a quadruple bogey. All right, well, we'll do better next time, maybe. So this is hole 2. It's a par 4. Nice little flyby of the pin there, as usual. Let's go ahead and let's go. All right, I'm in the rough, but that's okay. We can live with that. Whoops. Okay, well, gosh. This game is very sensitive to hooking and slicing on the snap meter there. Did I seriously hit? Wow. Wow, that I think the game's running too fast. Hold on, let me. I have DOSBox running at 15% of cycles, and it's still running this fast. That's a little crazy. All right. That's a bogey. All right. Considering my performance last time, a bogey is actually not too bad. All right. Let's do one more hole, and then I think we can call it a video. All right. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, that's going to be bad. Water hazard, yeah. The commentator is also very very English. He's speaking the Queen's English. He does not sound very Scottish at all. He should be saying, "Oh, I hit the ball into the water again. That's right shit. That is. Why do I keep hitting the ball into the water out of bounds? That's what kind of blimey bollocks is that now? Wow, I'm quite bad at this game. That game is just really sensitive to being off the snap. That's one of the annoying things. It's partly that I'm very bad at hitting the snap in this game for some reason. I don't know if it's. Am I trying to? All right, that didn't go too badly. All right, here's the putt. Yeah. Yeah, the green is sloped, and I think, there we go. Okay, I only got that one 6 over par. All right, this is a par 3. Let's do the par 3 and then we're done. Let's see how disastrously I mangle this par 3. That's, yeah, not a great drive. Again, I'm off to the right. All right, let's see. Can we salvage this? Oh, I actually hit the pin. Wow. DOSBox running at 15% is still this fast. All right, let's see. Can we put it in? Can we do this? All right. Nice. At least I got par on the last one. All right. I think we'll leave it at that. This is a par 5, but I'm not going to. Okay, you know what? Let's see how it goes in the par 5. Can I get the par 5 in a reasonable number of shots? I doubt it somehow. Somehow I really doubt that. Well, that wasn't a bad. That's not a bad. Straight shot. Did that get in the sand? No, it's in the rough. Okay. Well, so far it's not too bad. Again, I hit the pin. Wow. All right. Can we... Wow. I actually got par again. That's not bad. All right. I think we can get out of here. Press, I think... Yes, once again, pressing Q quits. Good to remember for many DOS games, Q was the quit key. So, all right, folks, this has been a somewhat more obscure selection of golfing games for DOS. You know, I wouldn't really recommend any of these games, I don't think. All of them are kind of fun in their own way. I mean, all of them. I mean, I've had fun playing all of them here as sort of a test, just kind of just to try it out. But if I was really in my spare time going to play a golf game, I would definitely play any of the games from the first video, and I wouldn't really gravitate to any of the games in this video because these are just. They're not bad. None of them are bad games. They're just there are just better golf games to play for DOS, and of course today there are much better golf games for Windows and things like that. So, but still, this was a fun little survey of DOS golf games. Hope that you've enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching, everyone, and yeah, next time we'll do some other. Unusual stuff with DOS. We'll see what happens next time. So, all right, everyone, ta-ta for now, and see you at the links.